Tonight, the fallout from Sydney's mass shooting continues. Security is stepped up around the capital's Hanukkah events and synagogues after the shooting that killed 15 people on Bondi Beach.
Do you feel secure in London?
No, sadly no. As a born and bred Brit, it really hurts.
Jailed for almost 10 years, the mother who lost her temper and killed her 3-month-old baby daughter. Switching colours, 5 Brent councillors ditched Labour red to join the Green Party. And...
Come on, Ha! Help me! Come on, Ha! You got it! Come on! So close!
Harley Moon Kemp on that nail-biting race across the world finish. Good evening. On the second day of their Festival of Lights, Jewish people across the capital are meeting under increased police presence after a massacre in Australia. 15 people, including a rabbi from North London, were killed when gunmen opened fire on Hanukkah celebrations in Sydney. Among the victims were a 10-year-old girl and a Holocaust survivor. Here, the Mayor and the Metropolitan Police vowed to protect London's Jewish community, as many fear they are under attack because of their faith. Our political correspondent, Simon Harris, reports.
I have 6 mini donuts with jam, please.
Buying donuts is a Hanukkah tradition, and at this baker's at Temple Fortune in North London there were busy queues. But the happiness associated with Hanukkah has been tainted by events on the other side of the world.
For this to happen generally, but especially on Hanukkah, which is such a joyous holiday, and seeing all these people in a party, families, young children, it's just horrible.
Everybody I know, even non-Jews, are dreadfully upset by the whole thing. It's just beyond the pale.
Do you feel secure in London?
No, sadly no. As a born and bred Brit, it really hurts.
The murderous attack on Jewish families celebrating Hanukkah on Bondi Beach left 15 people dead, among them Rabbi Eli Schlanger, who was born in London. Mendy Cora, the rabbi in Islington, was a childhood friend. They grew up in Stamford Hill, went to school and played football together.
I knew him as someone that was unbelievably dedicated to the community. His style of being a rabbi was a style of helping each and every single person just thrive and grow from a place of care.
Scotland Yard said police officers would be more visible in London's Jewish communities this week.
British Jews have been clamouring for a long time for action on anti-Semitism. Here in London, it feels pretty bad walking around as a Jew quite often. You hear all sorts of incidents all of the time now, and what used to be once every couple of months now seems to be once every couple of days.
Some politicians believe the regular anti-Israel, pro-Palestine demonstrations seen in London since the Hamas attacks of 2023 are part of the problem.
I think the fact that we have hate marches in London every weekend is not helpful. I think that needs to be looked at, and I think we need everybody to feel that they can come into London and into Westminster and feel safe and welcome.
The inner light buried.
Tonight, crowds gathered to watch the lighting of an ice sculpture menorah at Victoria Park in Finchley. The organisers said Jewish families were determined to be there.
And people were saying, Rabbi, we're coming. This year, even if we didn't come other years, we're coming this year. So the Jewish people are just resilient.
And to reassure the spectators, police and security guards kept watch at the entrance to the park. Simon Harris, ITV News, Finchley.
Now, with more on the aftermath of the tragic events in Australia, here's our reporter Helen Keenan with an update from Bondi Beach.
Well, as the Jewish community come together in London to celebrate Hanukkah under increased security measures, the police investigation into that shooting is continuing here in Sydney. Now, we understand that one of the gunmen suspected to be involved had previously been investigated over his links to a Sydney-based Islamic State terrorism cell. Now, that is according to Australia's state broadcaster. The 24-year-old, who has not been named officially by police yet, was investigated for 6 months in 2019 by Australia's intelligence agency that deemed him to not be a threat. Now, he is currently in a critical but stable condition in hospital after allegedly shooting at a group of Jewish people celebrating Hanukkah at Bondi Beach. And mourners have actually been gathering here in this space throughout the day to pay tribute to those who were killed and injured. Now, we understand that his father was the other shooter. Now, during searches overnight of an Airbnb and the family home, several guns were seized. Now, the Australian Prime Minister has said they are looking now to strengthen their gun laws across the nation, and this is after it was revealed that the gunman had a licence for a decade and had bought those weapons legally. Now, some of the proposed changes could include limiting the number of guns a licensed owner can obtain and reviewing existing licences over time. Now, Australia's Prime Minister went on to say that the attacks are an act of anti-Semitic terrorism that has struck the heart of the nation.
Helen Keenan there reporting from Bondi Beach. On to other news now, and a mother from Hackney has been jailed for almost 10 years for killing her 3-month-old baby daughter, who was known to social services before she was even born. Baby Kaylani Kalzali died in hospital just weeks after being violently shaken. Her mother, Nazil Mathoka, was convicted of manslaughter, while her father, Herbert Kalanzi, was found to have failed in his duty to protect his child. A warning, Kafa Patter's report contains distressing details about Kaylani's death.
Kaylani was only 3 months old when she was killed. Her life taken by the very person who gave it to her.
Well, she had a number of injuries, serious injuries, others by twisting, and some believed impact injuries.
Those injuries include brain damage, a broken leg, broken ribs, the result of brutal abuse, carried out in what was described as moments of anger.
You're not going to grab me.
I'm not going to grab you. We need to have a chat.
On TikTok Live.
You want to put it on TikTok Live?
This was Nazli Mathoka the day after her daughter was admitted into hospital. In police interviews, she was uncooperative, withholding the truth about what she'd done to her baby girl.
My daughter's at the hospital because she stopped breathing yesterday. Her heart stopped breathing and she was crying and her milk was coming out her mouth and stuff, and I did CPR and I called the ambulance.
2 weeks after this arrest footage, and that baby girl had died.
She was very, very difficult to deal with, very obstructive, very aggressive.
There were concerns about Kaylani's well-being, so much so that even before she was born, social services placed her on a child protection plan. What went wrong? Well, that's still yet to be investigated. She's dead now, killed. Did that plan fail?
I haven't actually examined everything myself, but I would not think so. But obviously in hindsight, everything's much easier.
Nazli appeared in court today with a blanket draped across her shoulders. She sat in silence whilst the judge read out his sentence. Now, for a crime like this, manslaughter, she could have received a sentence of up to 18 years in prison. But the judge took into consideration her age, drug abuse, her difficult childhood, mitigating factors as they're known in court. And because of that, she received a lower punishment, a term of 9 years and 6 months in prison. Now she lives with the guilt of killing her own daughter, the pain she's brought all those who loved baby Kaylani. Kaf Opata, ITV News.
A British Transport police officer has been sacked after putting a 15-year-old girl in a headlock at Camden Station. PC Adrian Young, who's based at Finsbury Park, was dismissed with immediate effect after a misconduct hearing. He was also sentenced to 12 months community order after appearing at Westminster Magistrates Court last month. A row of over 4 homes caught alight this afternoon on Lord Street in North Woolwich. 10 fire engines and around 70 firefighters are still at the scene. There are currently no injuries reported and the cause of the fire is not known. There's been an upset for the Labour Party in North London as 5 of its councillors defect to the Green Party. Green leader Zach Polansky revealed the news at a press conference in Labour-controlled Brent earlier this evening. Carolyn Sims is in Wembley for us now. Carolyn, are the Green Party hopeful that this is a sign of things to come?
Well, they certainly are, and that press conference only finished about half an hour ago, and there were huge cheers when the Green Party leader Zach Polansky announced that 5 Labour Brent councillors have defected to the Green Party. Those 5 Labour councillors all spoke tonight about how they feel the values and principles of Labour have been lost. It should be said, though, that 4 out of the 5 had already been deselected by Labour, so they weren't going to stand at the election next May. But this is being seen as a huge victory for Zach Polansky, who only became leader in September, and he's already doubled the party membership, and he's with us now. Zach, thanks a lot for joining us. So what does this say about the political mood in London, do you think?
Well, I'm absolutely delighted because people are recognising that they need an alternative. The Labour government and the Labour councils have failed people, and indeed from Free Palestine in terms of the genocide in Gaza to the inequality that people are facing on their streets every single day. We need to make sure that we're tackling affordability, that we're making sure we have a city that everyone can afford to live in. And I think people are recognising the Green Party and meeting this moment.
And just quickly, why do you think you're the person who seems to be attracting so much attention?
Well, I think it's about a team effort, and actually I think what I've done is galvanise this moment, but actually it's about the message. It's about the fact that we have multimillionaires and billionaires earning more money or making more money than they ever have before. And actually what we really need to do is have a more fair and equal system in our country and to tax the rich. And I think Londoners are really resonating with that.
Right, OK, well, thanks very much indeed, Zach Polansky. There is a big red wall to smash down, though, for the Greens, so all eyes will be on them in the local elections next May.
Carolyn, thank you. Still to come on the programme, King of Christmas Aled Jones talks to us about bringing Elf back to the West End stage. And
if you've got a little lit up Christmas deer in your garden, don't be too jealous of the one I've just found. It's a whopper. I'll show you some more very soon.
But first, Sir Cliff Richard has revealed that he has had successful treatment for prostate cancer. The Surrey music legend says he now wants to work with Prince King Charles to improve screening and diagnosis. Sir Cliff sat down with broadcaster Dermot Moynihan for Good Morning Britain, where Dermot opened up about his own stage 4 diagnosis earlier this year. Sally Biddulph has the story.
Can't Stop Me Now was his latest tour, a name that's taken on a much bigger significance because it meant Sir Cliff Richard discovered he had prostate cancer.
I was about to embark on a tour, which in fact ended this time at the Albert Hall. But I was going to Australia and to New Zealand, and the promoter said, well, we need your insurance, so you need to be checked up for something. They found that I had a prostate in my prostate cancer, but the good fortune was that it was not very old. And the other thing is that it has not metastasized. Hadn't moved nothing into bones or anything like that.
The 85-year-old has since had treatment and for now is clear from cancer. He wants every man to have the same chance as him.
We need to absolutely, I'm convinced, get there, get tested, get checked. I think we as men have got to start saying we've got to be seen as human beings who may die of this thing.
As pop royalty, Sir Cliff is used to the limelight. Now he wants to shine that on cancer awareness and early diagnosis, with his sights set on an even higher profile figurehead, actual royalty facing their own cancer struggle.
I've been involved with many charities over the years, and if the King is happy to front it for us, I'm sure loads of people, I certainly would join him. I'm sure you would. The King is listening. Then I think most of us will say, yeah, we're available.
Sally Biddulph, ITV News.
Now it's become one of the most loved reality TV shows of recent years. Race Across the World sees pairs compete to make a tough journey from country to country on a very strict budget. And this season's celebrity final was one of the most nail-biting yet. Take a look at couple Tyler and Molly and siblings Harley Moon and Roman Kemp in their desperate race to the end.
Is that Molly and Tyler?
Oh my God, it is.
Oh my God, it is. It's a foot race. And we're not that far behind. Is that a 4x4?
Yeah.
We're right on their counter.
Proceed on foot to the finish line, so we've got to run.
My legs are like ledge.
Harley, up here. Come on, Ha.
Help me.
Come on, Ha, you got it, come on. So close.
You're almost throwing yourself towards the end there.
Even watching it again gives me anxiety. Bring all the memories back.
They were hot on your tail, weren't they?
They were, honestly, about 6 to 10 seconds behind us, but they were the fittest couple on the show. So as soon as we turned up and we knew it was going to be a foot race, the blood drained out of me with fear.
You got a boat at exactly the same time and theirs didn't start, did it?
It was...
So luck was really favouring you.
Yeah, that was what won it for us, really. They could definitely outrun me. I was on fumes. They were so quick. But they could have picked any boat, and they picked one that didn't start straight away. But they really still, on the boat, even was 6 seconds behind us, and they caught up with us so quick on that mountain.
Wow, you just made it, you just made it. And you and your brother had such an incredible series. I mean, we see how close you both are.
It was life-changing, and to be honest, I know we went on this physical journey and the adventure was amazing, but the emotional journey that we went on together was just what I wanted out of the whole trip. Like, I really wanted to connect with him and become best friends again, and just have that time was absolutely priceless.
And your relationship is incredibly close, and it was very poignant, the penultimate series, wasn't it? Because he talked about the problems that he's had and how you supported him and how his mother supported him.
Yeah.
We've just got a clip here. Let's just have a listen to this.
Things like this just make me think, if I had made different decisions, I never would have seen this. And I never would have experienced this, and I never, you know... Yeah, this shows that there's stuff worth living for.
You have always supported him. He's had his difficulties, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I think what is so amazing that I learnt from Roman on that trip is his vulnerability is so out in the open, and he is so proud to have the conversation on TV and hope that it touches just one person. And he knows that by sharing his truth, hopefully will encourage more people to talk about how they really feel.
I can see how emotional it is for you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's wonderful that you're there for him. And you're obviously a really positive person. And is that what got you through?
Yeah, I think I had to do a lot of heavy lifting at first, but it was really stressful, honestly. Even as someone who is really positive, it was an element of the backpack, the heat, the being lost, the hunger, all of it together was a lot. It was really, really tough, but we can only stay positive, and we did have loads of fun and memories we will keep forever.
Oh, I can't let you go without talking about your mum and dad.
Yes.
Dad Ross Kemp from Spandau Ballet and mum Shirley from
Yeah.
Pepsi and Shirley. And you all got together to watch that final
Oh, it was
reel.
so lovely. You know what? It was the hardest secret to keep that we had. 6 months ago we'd filmed it, and we waited to play it out, and we got a screening room, and we just wanted to watch their reactions, and it was exactly how we wanted. My mum was in tears of joy. My dad hugged us all afterwards. It was brilliant.
Oh, it was priceless watching both of you. And I know you've got your music to go back to. We've run out of time, but just wishing you all the best of luck
thank
with
you so
everything that you
much.
go on to do next. Thank
Thank you.
Thanks so much. OK, from Colombian coastlines to winter wonderland now. Sally's at Windsor Great Park in Egham. Sally, the Christmas countdown is officially on there.
It is. I don't want to freak you out, but we have got 10 days until Christmas. 10 days. Don't worry, I'm not ready either. But as a result, we are milking the Christmas lights. Aren't these glorious? We're in Windsor Great Park, illuminated, and it's stunning. Now, I told you earlier, if you've got a tiny little deer in your garden that's lit up, don't be freaked out by these beauties. Look at them. I know, mine don't look like that either. They are almost the height of a double-decker bus, and they've got illuminations everywhere. Gemma, come over here. You can see more down there, and all the people. Hi, everyone. They're all having having a nice time. We got a few waves there. And they've covered this whole area, 2.2 kilometres in Christmas lights. Now, listen, I don't know about you, but I started planning probably Christmas around mid-November. Kat, you organised this. When did you start planning it?
I started organising this show this time last year.
I could never do that job. So what are you doing now? I mean, this is all done, right?
It is done. We're already planning for next year.
So we've got some lovely pictures of some of the extra things you've got here. Just talk us through some of the highlights.
So we've got a Windsor Polar Express, which features Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Uh-huh.
I missed that. I saw... What's Tom Hanks?
It is only his voice. It's not himself, I'm afraid.
Right, I'm just going. See you in a bit. So you've got that. What else have you got?
We've also got the Pyramid Stage. It's called Woodfest, where the animals of Windsor Great Park take the stage. We transform them into stars of the forest.
Oh, beautiful. And have you got something like snowballs and elves having snow fights and all that?
We do. We've got an area of Windsor Great Park which is covered in snow. We've got elves having a snowball fight. We've also got a massive water fountain show.
Oh, fabulous. And important question, is Father Christmas here?
He is here.
And what happens to him?
He might get stuck in a chimney delivering your presents.
I feel like that could be a future role for me one of these days. Now, how many light bulbs are here, Kat?
Oh, I wish I knew. Millions of lights. It would take
Really?
weeks to figure it out, yeah.
And how long did it take you to set it all up?
So it takes a year to plan it,
Yeah.
but it takes us a month to build all this and put it all together.
That's amazing. And people start coming, the keynotes, the great keynotes, in the middle of November. Good for you. You get in the Christmas spirit. And the weather, how nice to not be absolutely freezing. Let's take a look at the weather.
Come rain or shine, Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
Hello again. Well, if this isn't Christmassy enough, look at this little robin and red berries. Can you beat it, hey? Now, we have got a bit of rain around, both tonight and tomorrow. Patchy rain. It's not too cold tomorrow, but it is a bit down on today. Still just above average, though, in some spots. And then as we go into Wednesday, there is some rain joining us. Maybe not until the afternoon, evening, but worth keeping an eye on the timings. We certainly will. Take a look at the pressure chart, and you can see that wave comes through tomorrow. And then as we go into Wednesday, we're just looking at the timings of this next system coming through. Also unsettled for Thursday and getting quite windy as well in some spots, but Friday brighter and drier. So let's crack on with the detail. You can see that tonight out to the west there's a bit of rain knocking on the door, a few bits of rain here at the moment, but also dry interludes as well, so not too much. By the end of the night, not much of it has made its way eastwards, so there's plenty of dry weather still. Those temperatures coming down into single figures, so it'll be a bit cooler by tomorrow, but not freezing. As we go into tomorrow, though, you can see there's plenty of cloud around, and at times there'll be some patchy rain, so just watch out for that. Worth having an umbrella. The good news is it moves off to the east as the day goes on, drying up and brightening up from the west, so there is some decent weather around. Highs of 8 to 10 degrees, so that's a little bit lower than today, but still just above average in a few areas, which is about 8 degrees for this time of year. Now into the evening, we've got a lot of clear skies, and those temperatures are going to drop down quite a bit further tomorrow night, so we could well get a bit of patchy frost, and you can see that rain is going to come through and join us at some point on Wednesday. And as I said, at the moment it's looking like afternoon, evening, but definitely worth one to watch. We've got some more rain on Thursday, and the wind's picking up as well, but it is a better day as we head on into Friday. We will keep you posted. Have a super evening, and I'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
Finally this evening, a Christmas hat-trick that's hard to beat. The Theatre, the North Pole and Aled Jones. The singer is taking a step down from Walking in the Air to join Carrie Hope Fletcher on stage for a musical adaptation of the Christmas classic Elf. The record-breaking show is back in the capital, bringing a slice of Central Park right here to central London. Raz Martel met two of the stars.
Imagine Christmas in your mind, and it's more Christmassy than that.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds very Christmassy.
Right? Yeah.
The most Christmassy of shows, as defined by its most familiar voice.
And if you love the film, then you know what you're getting already, because it's a carbon copy of the film, but with more dancing and more singing. So it's joyous.
What's not to love? I mean, it's a Christmas show at Christmas, and it snows in the auditorium. You just can't go wrong. It's just the perfect way to get into the festive spirit.
As you'd expect, Elf the musical has lots of singing from Aled Jones, but also dancing.
Dancing and singing, how is that? I mean,
I like
you're all right with the singing,
yeah,
I think.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, mate. I do a very little. Get away with it.
But
just
what
about.
you do is fantastic.
Thanks, mate.
Santa's coming to town! Oh my God!
I know him! The show's a faithful staging of the 2003 film starring Will Ferrell about the elf who comes home for Christmas.
I mean, the children who come to watch the show are on board with the magic of the story from the beginning. So seeing their reactions throughout the show is magical. But at the end, when you see their parents turn into children as well, that's like the absolute magic of Christmas and theatre combined.
You might be dancing with elves now, but Aled Jones has been walking in the air since 1985.
Can you believe that's 40 years old?
At the moment, yes. I remember going into the studio and recording it, as if it was yesterday, really, and I've been boring the general public with it ever since. So there you go.
Never.
Oh, thanks,
Never.
babe. My single came out in '85, and yeah, a little did I know that it would be then played every year and every Christmas compilation, usually sandwiched in between Cliff and Slade.
Yep, where it belongs.
No bad place. For me, it was just to be brutally honest, it was just a recording session in the middle of 16 albums or whatever I did as a kid. So I liked the song and it got me on top of the pops. Wow. Big tick.
Why should people watch this?
If you want to come and watch someone who is just the creme de la creme of the West End at the moment, come see my husband, who's great.
And also she sings a killer ballad in Act 2, which is awesome.
And if you want to see some amazing tap dancing
Yeah.
at the end of the show, he's got it all covered.
Yeah, you'll never be talking about walking in the air in the future.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely.
just be talking about
We're
my
talking
feet
about
of flames.
Exactly, exactly.
Elf's at the Aldwych Theatre until January. Rags Martel, ITV News in the West End.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's it from us. The evening news is next with Mary, and I'll be back with the late news after news at 10. For now, from all of us, enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.